Oh, sweet mother of
Bacon!
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Reverse BLT here with my mom again, good old mother of bacon. I'm gonna make that stick. We're gonna make t-shirts. I'm gonna sell lots of them, make lots of money. But anywho, we're continuing our binge of The Expanse.
Yes, we are.
I forgot what this episode is called. Oh, I think it's Mutual Destruction. I think it's the name of this called, or Mutual Assured Destruction.
No.
But it's episode 3 of season 3, and let's see. So Avasarala passed out from the high G burn. It was bleeding from the nose at the end of the last episode, and Bobby managed to bring her on board the Pinus Contorta.
Highness.
And James Holden, of course, recognizing who she is, not only just because she's the UN Undersecretary, but also because, remember, she reached out to him directly to appeal to him, so he recognized her immediately. And
it was a good thing
just like,
he went to rescue her.
Well, I think that's one of the things he was thinking about, is that if he hadn't done it, then the Undersecretary of Earth would have died.
She would have died.
So yeah.
She might be dying now. We just don't know.
And also because I know from the books, I know that Holden starts wondering if fate is involved with a lot of the stuff that's going on in their life.
Oh gosh, I hope not.
Because they do get into a lot of coincidences. You know what I mean?
I hope not. Because all of a sudden he'd be trying to fix that.
Or like Miller told him in season 1, trouble just follows you around.
Yes, it do.
But let's see. Errinwright is getting pissed at Mao. Mao is pissed at Errinwright. Mao was thinking that the protomolecule was something that was beyond the ability of humanity to control, so they should shut the project down. But his eager beaver doctor guy, Dr. Strickland, was like, "No, we can't do that. And look, these children, and these children have a disease that allows us to short circuit what the protomolecule does when it takes over things. And I believe we can control it using this.
Sounds good."
And Errinwright is also a little pissy because my girl Elizabeth Mitchell there's character Dr. Pastor Volovadov, which always is weird to me how they chain together.
They make names I can't pronounce.
Their titles. Oh, Volovadov. Anyway, well, just call her Anna. Pastor Anna. Pastor Anna there has quite a bit of influence, is pretty obvious because of her friendship with talk about somebody whose name I can never remember, the actual Secretary General, Gillis.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, something Gillis. I forget. It's funny because
I've been telling you 3 seasons. I don't remember the people's names.
No, it's funny because his initials are SG and his position is SG. So it's like the SG.
It needs to be SJ.
Sorrento Gillis. That's
it needs to be SJ.
It's
Stupid jerk.
His first name is Esteban, so it's Esteban Sorrento Gillis. Yeah, I heard it. I'll go get it in a second. I have a casserole about to come out of the oven. I'm reheating. I'm a big casserole guy. But yeah, so that's true.
I'm dead sexy. Look at my sexy body.
I'm a big, by definition, I'm a big whatever.
Can you
guy.
believe it? All of that.
Yes.
From here.
Well, I mean, you're not like super tiny anymore, so they probably can't.
Not anymore, but you should have seen it all.
Yeah, she was really
little.
But anywho, we're getting way off track. So,
okay.
So Sorrento Gillis basically there's someone else that can influence him, and that's sort of putting some.
It's not him.
Some piss in Errinwright's cornflix there.
Good.
And that's, I think, pretty much everything that happened in this episode. So I'm going to go ahead and press play, and you can watch and,
it's going to be just us.
Enjoy, and I'm going to go take my casserole out of the oven. And probably should unmute it, because I keep forgetting to do that. Previously on The Expanse. I directly mentioned.
I'm going to try to maneuver with you guys.
Nowhere as children live.
Collective punishment is still a war crime. Look it up.
We're in agreement. Tycho is the only way we survive.
I would.
Amos.
Me too.
That's right. Go against Naomi. But it was a good thing that they did, because if they hadn't gone against Naomi, they wouldn't have been on their way to the little moon, and they wouldn't have saved Christina, which they may not have saved her. She might die. But we hope not, because I'd be interested to see what happens when she gets back to Earth, to the UN. I'd be very interested to see what happens.
Christian, not Christina. Christian.
Chris Jen. Now, I thought he was warming up a casserole, coming back to bother me.
Oprah calls it multitasking.
Okay, it appears that Gunny, well, Terrence says Bobby, but it appears that Gunny has returned to the ship. And I think she just saw a Martian crest on the ship.
I updated it.
You think that's funny?
Maybe not now.
Hey, whoa. Let's start everything off on the right foot, shall we?
Uh-oh, Bobby confronted Amos.
Not until you
Changes
tell
to
us
the
what's
play.
going on. You think I need my armor to take this ship?
Be interesting to find out.
Amos want to find out.
Sounds like things are going well.
The Martians are bonding.
Madame Avasarala has information that could help stop this war. You can't just drag her to Io in the midst of it.
and leave. No one's keeping you here.
We target practice in that thing. It's defenseless. The comms are locked out.
We'll
There's no way
fix your
we're gonna...
comms. After that, we don't owe you anything.
That's right. Tell her, Holden. Even though I still don't like you.
I can pretend this war isn't happening.
If they don't use the ship, then you should take it and go.
Dang, Naomi, everybody not abandoning you. See? That's what you get for lying. Oh, now we got a watchtower.
We have confirmed ID on the contact. It is a Martian stealth steam ballistic missile platform.
This is the first time that we've been able to locate two of their platforms at once.
Do not do it.
If we know where two of them are, we can predict where the rest of them most likely will be. We can use a planetary railguns to simultaneously destroy them all before launch.
It would have to be perfect. If it's not, Mars would retaliate immediately.
Our operatives in the MCRN command are convinced that they're on the verge of launching anyways.
Why would they? Mars isn't stupid.
No, they're not.
Crazy?
If we do this, we save lives, because it will end the war.
No, you don't.
Find the other platforms. I'll give you my decision then.
Oh, the plot thickens, everyone. The plot thickens. The guy is really pushing to go to war. Pushing. At the UN. I think it's Reinhardt or whatever his name.
Wrong.
But he's pushing to go to war.
Something hurt us. You saved.
Uh-oh, maybe not.
So you and Agatha King.
Oh, no.
The flagship of the Jupiter fleet.
Oh, no. You gotta get away from there. The Agatha King just picked up your signal. Can you get away from there?
Admiral Souther, any survivors on the dropship ought to be considered prisoners. No one is to speak to them until I get there. That's an order.
Oh, my goodness.
What do you want me to say?
Theo, take a deep breath and close your eyes. Relax. Just breathe.
He gonna hit you in the head.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
Oh, no. He's killing them.
I'm really sorry.
He was a nice guy. See, you can't trust anybody.
Innovation. It's not just
Yeah.
a word.
You really can't.
Problem was that he was weak, and Cotillard knew that. He would give up the information. I thought you had figured it out, because I thought I heard you in here doing it. Let me show you. See that? That skips forward 30 seconds.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
At the ranch.
At the worst daycare ever.
It's good the children get to play together.
Oh, absolutely. It keeps their cortisol levels low, which enhances protomolecule uptake.
Wow. Monster.
Imagine if they really could master it, though. What it could make human beings into.
Come on. Would you get down, please?
Hey, Mom. They have the technology. They can rebuild it. Better. Stronger. Faster.
Crazy. Think about your daughter you killed, huh?
Sorry.
You said you'd done this before.
I have. Just not on someone else. You're looking like Frankenstein when May sees you.
Frankenstein was the name of the doctor. The monster didn't have a name.
Goddamn. That's right.
Baltimore. That's where you're from, right?
Charm City.
It's where you learned to do this.
This and everything else I had to.
You mean those specific people skills you have?
None of the people that I dealt with were innocent. Did most of them a favor. Dying is the only way of getting out of Baltimore.
So how'd you get out?
I died.
Wow. Okay. Amos died, everyone. That explains a lot.
I'm pretty sure it's a metaphor.
I don't care.
Naomi, you know what might be a good idea is to slave that ship to the Rossi.
I'm on it.
No, she not.
Can't though. Slavery was outlawed.
Who was that?
That was Julie Mao. This was her ship, remember? Hey, Julie, visualize victory. No, wait, you can't. You're dead.
Why are you the way that you are?
No, look, Tycho. You looking at everything she look at?
He was until she cut the. She remembered the link was active and cut it.
James Holden, chaos has a way of finding you.
Yeah, dude.
But at least I can get to thank you in person for everything you did during the Eros incident. You're a hero.
No.
I'm not.
Miller and Julie were the heroes.
Yeah.
I met your mother. She thought I was full of shit too at first. It's no accident you're in the midst of all this chaos.
No, shoot. No, he put himself in it. He created the crap. But that's probably how they found out about that molecule. Oh, shit. See her, see her mind thinking?
Avasarala's mind is always gone.
To rest.
6 steps ahead.
I bet she's planning things when she's asleep.
Probably.
Meanwhile, on the Agatha King,
But they have good ships.
this is an aging ship. It's actually considered pretty much obsolete.
No, but look who's on. He said, don't pay attention to them, girls. They don't know you yet.
Admiral on deck!
Time for you to die, Admiral. You're a pain.
The Secretary General has issued an executive order to apprehend Christian Avasarala on suspicion of treason. What? She was conspiring with Jules Pierre Mao.
No, she wasn't. Trying to figure out how to get loose.
What does they say? First obligation of a prisoner is escape, right?
There's another ship docked to the Guanxi.
The Martian took it. Those Marines are badass. But, of course, you know that better than anyone. Dr. Errinwright. He's the traitor. He's been protecting Jules Pierre Mao all along.
Get some rest. You're gonna need your strength.
He believed him. That's why he wanted to go along. He believed. He knew who he was.
These are some preliminary thoughts for your speech.
Man, she gained weight. Her hips have gotten wide.
Still a good-looking woman.
How many sacrifices can you stomach and still tell yourself you're doing God's work? 100? 1,000,000? 1 billion?
How many?
There's an answer.
So you know precisely how many lives a leader must sacrifice and still be a good man?
0.
Yes. As few as possible.
Well, I would have said 0, but...
No, 0 is a naive answer. At some point, a leader is almost certainly going to have to sacrifice somebody.
I told you to stop running off. I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, she's turning into one of those monsters.
What's your name? Mine's May.
Jules Pierre.
Nice to meet you, Jules Pierre.
Nice to meet you. Hey.
Put your mind on your daughter, don't you?
We've been running silent for quite a spell now, and that last battle was a real thumper, so just want to make sure everything is A-okay when we need it.
Oh, no, you better not play no country. I like country, but he need to add a little bit more music.
We thought you were dead. Milos has learned to live without a father, and a real husband wouldn't have done that to his wife. I'm glad that you have something more important than us, because we don't need you anymore.
In other words, it's too late to apologize.
He wasn't apologizing.
No, he was explaining.
So he didn't apologize. He didn't say, I'm sorry, honey, or anything. Just, I wanted to get away.
That's not what he said either. What he said is that he loves being in space as a pilot more than he loves anything else, including them. Not that he wanted to get away, just that he needs to do this. That's what he is.
He need to do 2 things, more than 1 thing at a time.
What?
You need to finish fast forwarding through these commercials. That's what he needs to do.
I do what I want.
Because you got the remote.
Dang right. And also because I know how to use the remote.
Sir, the location of MCRN platform number 5 has been confirmed.
What do the simulations say?
Complete success, knocking out all 5 before they can launch, 82%.
And if they do manage to launch, what will the casualties be then?
We estimate it would
That's
be...
very unlikely. And our planetary defenses are in perfect position. But right now...
Don't do
I have a
it.
sacred obligation to the people of this planet. 82% is not good enough. Stand down.
Errinwright's like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Lean your foot back to engage it. There you go. Now you just walk around like you're in pumps.
How do you know what it's like to walk in pumps?
I didn't always work in space.
The copy machine in the outer world. Futuristic microwave. Futuristic space microwave. Did you hear their futuristic space microwave made a futuristic space microwave sound when it was done?
BB.
These ain't real, but the love that went into it is.
Okay,
Yeah? Alright, you take this one. I'll get another one.
thanks.
They ain't friends again with you yet. Trying to get another man on her side. Look, I ain't even want to think of the word. I was just thinking. Okay.
Show cargo-based surveillance of hybrid incursion.
I love how it started showing it before he finished talking.
Enemy.
Wait, you guys fought one of those things in one?
Burned it up in our drive flow.
Pediatrician is using children with a rare immune deficiency to create them. My daughter's one of the kids.
What do you intend to do if you find other things, like scientists? That, of course.
We shoot the scientist and nuke the rest. Speaking for myself.
I love you, Amos.
Earth and Mars have the protomolecule. The belt has the right to it as well.
In that case, we should nuke Kyle. I told you we want the same things. Maybe now you'll believe me.
Nobody don't believe nobody. I can tell you that now.
You never, since humans can't, most humans
No
can't
one
read
is
each other's
believing
minds.
anyone. Trust is not a thing that's going around out there on the belt or anywhere else. On Earth or Mars, any other little planet.
I don't see a cat riding a Roomba. I think they'd be natural enemies.
They're probably at first, but if they can get around, then maybe.
Thought you'd left. Have a drink.
They give you a don't drink nothing he give you.
You know the Martian defense minister wasn't killed by the drink, right? You must not have noticed in that scene when he told them, because he was looking at the drink, he's like, not that. And he held up the playbill from the opera that he had gone to, and he said it happened an hour and a half ago. It was on the paper in the playbill, absorbed through the skin, genetically tailored so it would only attack him.
That's a shame.
Eros proved that no one on this planet's safe anymore, and we need to end this because we don't know who or what our next enemy is.
Wait a minute, you need Mars. You need all the human beings you got. Stupid people.
If you end this war, you'll be remembered as the man who united humanity in the face of first contact. And that's a legacy you don't need anyone else to write.
You know, it's that
Talking
subtle
to his
dig.
talking to his air.
You don't need anyone else to write, because that's what he brought Anna in for, was to help him write the speech.
Yeah, I got that.
Uh-oh, he getting ready to turn. There you go. Turning now. See? You need to help him get off that ship.
So I understand we're still having electrical problems on decks 2, 3, and 11.
11, no, sir. And 2 and 2 are fixed.
How long do you think the systems will be down on 11?
Everything should be back up and running in about 20 minutes.
That'll be perfect.
Electrical fire down on 15. All hands needed.
Sir, I'm not supposed to leave the prison.
All hands needed.
Which decks are experiencing electrical issues? 2, 3, and 11, sir. That base on 11.
Well, you ain't in trouble. You told the truth. 2, 3, and 11.
Do what
I
you need to
rarely
do.
agree with your boss or her methods. She's a ruthless son of a bitch. But she's also a patriot. She
Yeah,
died
she's
before betraying
not.
France, so talk fast.
Get him out of there.
This war was built on a lie.
Get him out of there.
I like how his guy gave him the signal, basically, by making everything better.
Could you kill the lights again, please?
Tried to get the rest you said I'd need.
I'm really getting into this show. And there are a few characters I like, but how come they always the bad ones?
Who's bad?
Well, not necessarily bad, but let's think about Amos, for instance. I like Amos because he says what he means and he means what he says. I like that. I'm clear with him.
Right.
I like what you call his bodyguard.
Oh, Cotillard, yeah.
I like him because one thing he is relentless in his loyalty.
Mhm.
I like that. And let's see, who else?
I think it's also that, like he said before, when he was like, when he joked with the Avasarala, I was like, oh, it feels good to be fighting on the side of the good guys again. I forgot how that felt.
Yeah, I
think
mean,
he
it's
kinda
just
meant that, it's good for people like that to who are willing to do whatever it takes to feel like Amos, for instance, to feel like their skills and their willingness to go and cross that line is for a good purpose. You know what I mean? They're not just evil for the sake of evil. They're
No.
not being used as weapons by evil people. That the sacrifices they are willing to make, both physically and morally, are justified.
I
on
just
some
like
level,
them.
You know what I mean?
Okay, let's keep going. And Kotera, the little boy, is
Katoa.
getting Katola, whatever.
Katoa.
Kututa.
That one was on purpose.
Could have been.
Penis.
Pinus. He's getting ready to turn into one of those things.
I'm relieving you of command. Don't make me relieve you of duty as well.
Of course, sir. Deck is yours.
He don't like him. He do not like him. He didn't like him on the at the UN.
Well, he used to be his boss.
I know.
On your command.
Don't do it.
Fire.
Idiot. Idiot.
What's happening?
I'm just checking, sir.
What the fuck is going on?
We have a launch malfunction on 5.
They need to shoot, goddammit.
Yes, sir.
5 is away. Target 1 is scratched. Scratch 2. Scratch 3. Scratch 4. Scratch 5.
Congratulations, sir.
We have a confirmed launch from target 5. They got one off before we hit them.
Jesus Christ.
Watch Luna. Oh, wait a minute. That's Earth.
Yeah, that was the target of all of the Martian first strike platforms, was Earth. They got a direct hit. You know those are all nuclear missiles that thing is carrying, right?
Status.
Impact in South America. Total population of the blast zone approximately 2 million.
What happened with the railguns?
It was a power cycling malfunction. We're charging up and standing down earlier, sir.
Oh, you got a lot to answer for. A lot.
Stop what you're doing to the children.
That's not gonna make me like you.
Great men are strong. That's how they accomplish great things. It's not up for debate. The experiment is over. Shut it down.
I hate to tell you, he ain't gonna do that. He probably working around hard too.
PRS is a disease where you can't remember shit.
Errinwright.
Whatever.
There's an old belter joke. How can you tell when an inner's lying? When their mouth
When his mouth is moving. It's not much of a joke.
It's been around a long time.
You're not going to Io to destroy the protomolecule. You're going because Earth doesn't have a sample. And you need one to stay in the game. The only reason I'm still on this ship is to make sure you don't get it.
You're right. We're not going to be friends.
Oh, I like her. Like her, don't like her. I mean, either way, definitely don't like you.
I'm assuming you meant Errinwright, not Anna.
Oh no, not her.
You know what makes this worse?
You.
Didn't need to happen. We had a military option earlier today. Would have prevented it. But there were risks, which the Secretary General was unwilling to take. If only he hadn't wavered. It's good that you're here, though. He's going to need you now more than ever.
Wow.
I know, right?
Wow.
Wow.
So, what'd you think of that episode, huh?
Man.
So several million people died in an instant. Probably close to 1 billion will die over time.
But for what? What did they die for?
Because Errinwright convinced the Secretary General that they needed to do it.
But why did he do that?
Because he
What is his end game?
Errinwright?
I mean,
okay, here's the thing.
patriotism is not his end game.
That is what he is.
No.
I know you don't believe it. But
no.
Okay, then what do you think his end game is?
He wants to be the secretary.
If he wanted to, well, okay, but to what end? Do you think he just wants power just for power?
I think he's a dictator, to be honest.
Apparently, Google thought that I was talking to it. I wasn't talking to you, Google.
Suck my big balls in your hairy butthole.
I think he is playing a game of dangerous chess.
Well, that's what politics is.
And unfortunately, the people are the pawns. So I don't like him.
I can understand that.
And then I kind of was sympathetic when he was talking to his son too.
Well,
he's a jerk.
They showed us that scene for a reason. It's because, it's important to realize that he is a human being.
He's not.
Who everyone on see, here's the thing.
His son looked like he didn't know what the heck was going on. That's not the dad I'm used to.
This isn't a show that's poorly written, right?
No.
And it's not based on books that are poorly written.
It's excellent.
And
I'm grateful for that.
People who are good writers understand that human beings always believe they're doing the right thing. That's what motivates them, is their own understanding of what the right thing is to do. Okay? Errinwright isn't, even if he's doing evil things, he's not sitting there saying to himself, my evil plan. He's doing what he thinks is right.
But the only thing
you got to ask yourself, what is his motivation? Why does he think what he's doing is right? You got to ask the same thing about Jules Pierre Mao. You have to ask
like I said, the only thing that I did
them.
not pay attention to, which I should have, and I think you guys should pay attention to it too, is the look on his son's face when all of a sudden he saw somebody different from what he's used to.
Yeah, I'm sure
So
his dad puts up a typical strong, I'm always in control kind of front.
No.
He saw his dad vulnerable and everything, probably for the first time ever.
I think the boy saw what his dad wanted him to see.
Oh my goodness, Ma.
You know what?
Everything
Okay.
is a manipulation.
It's a
so
plot.
You think he was manipulating his son too?
I do.
For what? To
I
take
do.
power?
I do.
What you didn't get is that he, up until the moment that he actually, because remember, you were like, oh, this is a guy who looks like he's about to commit suicide. That was what was going to happen.
I don't think so.
Yes, it was. He had even written a suicide note.
It's good writing.
He was going to kill himself.
Are you sure about that?
And then he
It's
stopped.
good writing.
And he thought about it.
It's good
and
writing.
said, you know what? Fuck this. I'm not going out this way.
It's good writing.
That's what happened.
I mean, I wouldn't have wanted him to go out that way
I'm just
either,
saying,
because
that's
I'm
what
like,
happened.
that's a
He
coward.
was talking to his son that way because he was planning on killing himself. He wanted his son to not to think poorly of him afterward, especially with what was going to come out about him afterwards.
I don't believe it, people, and you shouldn't either.
Then you weren't paying attention to the show.
I was paying attention. I just don't believe it.
Anyway, so let's see what else happened. So well, pretty much obviously the biggest thing was the failure to destroy all of Mars' first strike platforms before they could get a shot off and kill several million people in South America.
No, the biggest thing was Mao telling
in the
Dr.
project.
Strickland to stop
To
experimenting
terminate the
on the
project.
children. That was the biggest thing. Now, whether
Because
he really
once
meant
again,
it,
well, if he didn't
who
mean it,
knows?
then why would he tell him to?
People
What do you think?
have moments.
Do you think people that he's trying to mislead himself now too?
People have moments where and all it takes is one person to remind them, like
Remind
it
them that
did.
they're human beings.
No, like it did when his daughter died.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
just
he had
to
a
remind him. Yeah, he had a moment, a brief moment.
And in this situation,
Thing happening, mate. He having a brief moment.
I don't know. Okay. Here's the thing. What you're not understanding about people like Jules Pierre Mao, Errinwright, all of these guys is, and I think it's just something that you're not really accepting about people, is that if a person believes that the stakes are high enough, they are willing to sacrifice anything if they think the stakes are high enough. I'm going to tell you right now. Listen to me.
No, you asked me my opinion on the show.
Right, but
that is what we're doing.
Yeah, it is your opinion, but I'm just going to explain something.
Okay.
I love you to death.
I love you to death.
But
too.
if an alien race came down here tomorrow,
I love you to life,
and said,
not death.
we're going to wipe out all of humanity.
I say take him first.
Unless you kill your mother. I'm gonna kill you.
That's some cold shit.
I said
And
take
it's
him
not
first.
because I don't love you, but one life against 7 billion, Mom.
You hear that, America? He would actually.
I would
sign my death warrant.
I would. I would give you something.
But I tell him take it
I would give
first.
you something painless. You would never even know.
I say take him first.
But I'm sorry.
So I brought you in this world, now take you out.
And so I'm just saying, if when the stakes are high enough, everyone has a point beyond which the stakes are so high that they are willing to sacrifice the things that matter most to them.
Well, I don't believe none of them. Okay.
Well, okay.
I don't trust none of them. You shouldn't either.
It's true. So, what do you think about the interaction between Avasarala and Naomi? You think it was interesting that Naomi seemed to be the only person who actually kind of saw through Avasarala there?
No, everybody saw through.
Well, Holden. Here's the thing. Holden understood he was being manipulated.
Of course.
But it was a very good manipulation.
I think Naomi helped him understand about manipulation.
Oh, yeah.
You know, even though he should have seen it like several episodes ago, like two or three seasons ago.
I mean, I thought it was very clever of her to bring up the idea that Errinwright was going to use the protomolecule hybrids on Mars. Made sure she said that while Alex was there. You know, she's very good at what she does. I mean, you gotta hand it to Avasarala. She knows. She sizes up the room and knows exactly what she needs to say. Like she brings up Holden's mother for him to hear.
Of course she did. That's why she went to see him, see his mother. I remember.
Well, no, she went to see his mother to get insights into his personality.
Of course.
You know, so that she could decide for herself whether he seemed like the kind of person who would have done the things that it seemed that people were saying he did.
And trouble seemed to follow him everywhere.
It really does.
But she lucky. He just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
I think she recognized pretty much right away that there wasn't anything she could say specifically that would sway Amos one way or the other.
Oh, no, definitely.
But I think she was leaning on the people she thought she could.
Oh, not Amos.
Let's see, what else? That's pretty much all that really happened.
Oh, not Amos.
But of course, it was a lot. Oh, and of course, Souther found out the truth from Cotillard, and Nguyen is pretty sure of what happened, though he can't prove it, which is why he relieved Souther of his command. So now Souther can't just do what he wants on his own ship anymore. And that's pretty much all that happened there. So I guess we can go. We're just gonna go ahead and end this episode and keep on trucking.
I say sneak out. That's what I say. I say while they looking the other way, duck out. Take the prisoner with you.
Yeah,
That's what I say.
Just casually sneak out into space.
Just
just
duck
just
out.
open the door and sneak out into space.
No, just hang under them for a little while.
in space. I'm not sure where you think they're gonna go. But
I don't know. Everybody going to the little planet with the kids on it, so
no,
go
but
there.
if they just leave the ship, where are they gonna? How are they gonna just leave the ship without anyone knowing they left?
Stranger things have happened.
No.
Okay. Anyway, on that note, we're going to go ahead and end this episode. As usual, if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and click like, click subscribe, hit the bell, all that good stuff. And we will
join
see
us
you
for the next one.
Yeah, we will see you on the next time on The Expanse, which I can't think of the name of the title. Is it? No, it's not Immolation.
We will say
is it Immolation? I don't know.
We don't know.
Anyway,
we'll say that.
We'll tell you at the beginning of the next one. Anyway, see you guys.
Consensus. Bye.
Consensus. Anyway, bye. I have no idea what that was all about. Consensus? Why'd you randomly say the word consensus?
I don't know.